One of the things that is difficult for me to comprehend is that we spent such a long time here. There were moments of joy, but of course there were painful moments.
So not much.
He had very little time for anything else except his struggle, except the ANC. And he was a lawyer and I was a social worker.
How old were you?
I think I was 20-something. I must have been 22.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 21 or 22. I was very young. There was a huge gap between us. He was almost 20 years older than me.
And? You liked him? Or at first glance or not?
He never even asked me to marry him. He just said that one day, because we had a relationship, I had met him in the meetings, and I had met him when he asked me to raise funds for the African National Congress. And then he just said one day, oh, you can take the car and go and tell your parents that I'm marrying you. That was him. He just said, you're going to marry me? Go and tell your parents that I'm going to marry you on such and such a day. Then he continued working as a lawyer. He gave me a car, put me in the car and said, go and tell them.
Hey guys, good morning and welcome back to the channel. This is a reaction video. Who made it to the table? Of course, you and I were here. Cocomama of the Most High, the Blessed Ones, personal persons, inner kakus, Cocomama lovers, friends, heralds, keyboard reactors, notification gem, able moderators, silent viewers, newbies, genius, backboners, the landlords. You guys are too much. Without your presence here, how can we do it? Happy Easter to you all celebrating. Happy weekend. Happy Orishiri. Hope you are not enjoying too much. On a more serious note, I don't want. I've already finished enjoying myself because this part of the world where I come from, we're always ahead. Our Easter is ahead of every other part of the world. Okay, if you celebrate today, probably Cocomama celebrated 2 days ago. If you know, you know. Hijri calendar. You understand what I mean? It is what it is. When you go to Rome, you behave like the Romans. Every Friday, I go to church. Every Sunday, you go to church. Sunday is the first day of the week over here where Cocomama is. While Sunday might be your rest day. You understand what I mean? I got my cane here. Hey, on the most serious note, you come for me, I come for you. You maintain, I will maintain. When the Maya is on this level, me, I'm not gonna spare anybody. When the Maya, see, you are not above the law. You are. We know. We love you. You understand? I know some of you guys looking at me will be like, leave Bodemai alone. Allow him to do it. He's just interviewing. How can you let someone use you? How can you use your platform to bring Mandela down? How can Bodemai do this to Mandela, our African icon? This guy, how many of us will spend 2 days in jail because of the country? Because of black people? How many people will do it? Mandela spent years there. Someone was even dragging him. Have you ever seen anything like this? Oh, Mandela betrayed South African people. Oh, go to this suburb, you will see how black. Tell me where there are no suburbs like that. There are no slums or informal settings where people are not. Guys, my blood pressure is high this morning because I didn't expect with the man. You know, you cannot tell me that, okay, this is not coming from him. For the fact that he used his platform, for the fact that he was nodding his head like this, I felt like, okay, he believed this guy. There's something I believe in, okay? If you feel our foreparents betrayed us, sold us out, did blah, 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 didn't stand up for what they believe in, didn't stand up for us, didn't represent us well. Now that they are gone, what are you doing in that your space? What are you doing? You complain, you come online, you rant, you complain, oh, Mandela disappointed South African people. Oh, look at Orenia. He agreed to this. What do you do when you are a minority? What do you do, guys, when you are already like in captive? You are at the mercy of these people. They are throwing this at you. They are giving you this condition. You are resisting, you are spending, you are rotting there. Spending more years. And Do you know what it means spending your youthful age? He lost everything, lost his wife, lost his youthfulness, the trauma, the psychological trauma. I saw a comment, someone say, how can he say that it's a sweet memory to spend time in jail?
One of the things that is difficult for me to comprehend is that we spent such a long time here. There were moments of joy, but of course there were painful moments because...
Of course, Mandela was speaking in parable to say stuff like this. That is a sweet memory. Meanwhile, he said it when he was out of the jail. So meaning that, okay, after much, after the fight, few of them that came out very bold to fight for the nation, to say that, no, we don't agree to this, we don't agree to this. Okay, later on, if he came back and he succumbed to some of those rules that were governing them that time, does it mean that he sold his people out? He sold his people out. He didn't sell them out when he spent all these years in prison. His wife even left him.
When Nelson Mandela was sentenced to life imprisonment in 1964.
He felt so deprived always because he couldn't be there for them. He blamed himself. If anything went wrong with his family, he always blamed himself.
Mandela poured out his love and longing for her in deeply romantic letters while behind bars. But the pain and persecution were taking their toll on Winnie, who was now raising 2 young children alone. In her memoirs, Winnie writes, "Loneliness is worse than fear, the most wretched and painful illness the body and mind could be subjected to."
Guys, let's bring other backpackers. Madam D is on this table talking about this boyfriend of hers with a very tiny mind. This boyfriend of hers that is a dream killer. I told this my boyfriend that I also want to buy Lamborghini. Okay, you have this boyfriend that don't believe in your big dreams. You have this boyfriend that is so jealous, so let me say, feels like, okay, as a woman, you don't want it to buy good stuff for you. What is preventing you from buying the Lamborghini, madam? Now that you have moved out of your parents did not chase you out. No, it's something you had wanted to do. Now that you have moved out, what is preventing you from building that villa you bragged about to your boyfriend that actually made you to leave this your boyfriend? Why am I having Atito in my mind here? Because Atito, as long as I know, is the only person or the latest person after JFU, okay? After JB Bonite broke up with Madam D, the next person I know is Atito. So, do you think Madam was referring to Atito? She did Q&A, guys. I don't have her onion here, but I'm going to respond to some of her nonsense she claimed. One after the other, Cocomama, take it easy. Guys, before we move, have you grabbed something? I got my bottle of water. Grab yours. Look for that button. I need my Go phone. Go Cruise. I need my M-Pesa. Western Union. Where is my Zelle? Here. Look for that button for your mama. It is sweet my belly. I see the sweet us. He dey pepper them. I see the pepper. Finally, J Castle. The almighty J. The almighty G. Is it J or G Castle? G. Almighty G went live yesterday, just after we premiered our video. We were asking, Gintu, how can you not? Okay, let me say that you don't want your fighters. Let me say you don't want your enemy to rejoice. You don't want to reveal everything that is going on to them. But at least you should give us a hint, because it's out. The news is out. Okay, if you have an active case, okay, if you have a case that is current, from what some of you guys said in the comment section, oh, he has a very active case, he cannot talk about it. If he talks about it, he will be used against him. Okay, let me agree with you to some point. But for the fact that people already came out with this thing that he was ambushed, he was arrested, his phone was taken away from him, they broke his leg, they beat him, batter him, beat him. And this person, we are looking, not even one bruise from this person. And this person is not even saying anything. It will make you to overthink. Anyway, he did live. and it looks like dude was really arrested. Okay, but was he beaten? No. Was he tortured? No, he was not tortured. Even if he comes out to say that he was tortured, we will not believe him because where is the proof? We should see this, okay? Why am I having a feeling that, okay, after my video, he decided to come out to cover his bum bum? Don't wait for a reactor to react on something. Do the right thing at the right time. Don't give us that chance to start running our mouth here or overthinking or saying something that may make you look at us like, are we really for you? Okay? Because some people already started telling Gintu that some of his subscribers sold him out. Or some of his... Let me tell you, if you support me here, you should be able to tell me where or what I have done wrong. You're actually helping me out. It doesn't mean that you hate me. Then if you start insulting me, then it's a different thing, you understand? Guys, in order for us to stay focused, I think we must go to Madam D. Madam D did Q&A. Most important questions. I think nobody even asked her about relationship. The only question that stood out for me is the fact that someone asked her, okay, moving out from your parents' home, was it your choice? Or were you driven out? Like me, I'm not going to say that she moved out of choice. She moved out because it's the right time for her to move. I believe she moved out for one thing. I might be wrong. Quote me wrong in the comment section. I believe she moved out because baby girl looking at herself in that village, she feels so superior. Meanwhile, she's superior. She's the most stupid person in that village, but she feels she's superior than everybody. She feels she's something. So she moved out because she wants to get out from this so-called community of content creators. Here you are, you have Mayoguno thinking that he is something. You imagine, some of you guys reminded me yesterday that there's no way Mayoguno is the second person after Papa Marwa to build a house in the Yabohanse. Uncle Mo's house was there. Mama Ann, someone reminded me, Mama Ann, even Fellow the Boy, they said, Fellow the Boy. Right, like I'm very sure other people also. Now, here we are, we have nasty. We have a lot of them. I don't even want to start mentioning their names. Who would want to constantly be with this girl? Who would want to do stuff with Madam D? These guys constantly would want to collaborate, meet up with her. If she's going to the market, she will likely meet them in the village market. If she's even outside to visit Kenge, if she's by the Kenge, okay, even if you don't meet her by her parents' house, when she's outside the compound, you will likely meet her. So she's avoiding them like cancer. Because she feels like, okay, I have worked hard to be who I am today. This height, okay, after using Mikel Aponte to gain over 200,000 subscribers, after claiming this and claiming that, fake pregnancy, fake relationship, fake telling my mom that I am pregnant and mom, fake, after doing all that, which I'm gonna tell you one thing here, she cannot do that anymore. It's not gonna work because most people know. They know the thing. Most of our people here, the audience, they know what one. The one that she's pushing now is being independent, financially independent, being alpha female, going for what I believe in, dreaming big, buying Lamborghini. That do you have Lamborghini? Is it not very shameful that you are dreaming so high, but you cannot even achieve the lowest thing? I'm not here to laugh at her. I'm judging her according to her standard, according to how she put herself out here. So, Madam D did not move out because her parents told her to move out. Tell me an African parent that will tell you when you are actually supporting them, okay? Once in a while you will throw surprise, buy this, I'm changing this. This television is too small for this living room. We're going to change it. I'm going to get bigger inches. You are removing the television. This kitchen, mama, I need to fix it. You know me, I'm a superstar. I cannot fix my things, fix my plates in this kind of nasty kitchen. I'm fixing this kitchen for you. There she is. So tell me any parents that would drive this kind of a person out. Okay? Even though in between she would throw insult at them. I believe she left because of her selfish nature. She is not happy to mingle with any villager. And that is her downfall. I'm gonna tell you why I said it's a downfall. No man is an island. Okay? That thing you are running away from, you must pay for it. That place you are running to. When you get there, you will understand how isolated you are. You will be miserable with that your fame and everything. So after she answered that question, now she started talking about this person, there's this person, there's this person that I told. Okay, we were just talking and I told him that I want to buy a Lamborghini. And he said, oh, why am I so into earthly things? So why am I dreaming so big? Oh, why am I aiming so high? Oh, this person wanted to narrow her or wanted to push her down, wanted to basically kill her dream. And after that, she also disclosed to this person that she wants to start building, she wants to live out of her parents' home, buy or build a villa, live by herself. And this person told her that, oh, you're setting yourself up to single motherhood. You are going to turn to become a single mother because no man would want to settle down with you, basically. Do you believe that story? Me, I don't believe it. I believe, I'm going to tell you what I think. I think Mama is basically trying to tell her wider people that, see me, I'm available. I don't have anybody in my life. Hey, that's what I'm seeing. That is what I'm smelling here. Let me know what you think. Because this other one, Atito that I know, Atito will never treat thee that way. Atito will never kill this dream. Atito will never push thee down. That guy, this is what? Formulated story. This is made up story by Madam D. Davu Jr., on the other hand, left Mombasa down to Nairobi with Baby P. And there's a comment I saw. I said, at least this is not coming from Cocomama, right? Very beautiful girl. And here Davu Jr. saying, oh, everybody says you are beautiful, even on the streets. Baby P is so beautiful without makeup. Guys, she doesn't use makeup because you are very cheap. Will you even allow her, even if she wants to use makeup? Can you buy even lip gloss for her? How cheap you are. Fear guys like this in general, guys. Any guy that will tell you, you don't need makeup. Even what is the name of that one they put under the armpit? Roll on, deodorant. I like it natural. If you see that smell is what draws me closer to you. That smell is what drives me crazy. You see that smell that is oozing out from this one? That is what I want. Fear men like that. You are lying. They want to use that to trap you down. Because I mean, if a guy tells you, no need to use this, how can you now come back to ask that guy, please, I need to refill my stuff? You understand? I'm running out. My perfume, I don't have enough anymore. I need to buy my body lotion, my body cream. I need to, tell a guy that will tell you, go natural. Natural shea butter is the best. It's the best moisturizer. You use what you want to use, what works for you. Don't do any stuff. Guys, I don't like, maybe it's me, or let me know what you think in the comment section. Am I doing too much? Maybe it's me. I don't like when women come out to say, I'm doing this because my man likes it. I'm doing this because my mom likes it. My man. So you're not doing what you like, but your man will do what he likes. Your man will dress up the way he likes. In fact, we even dress up to make other ladies to be twisting their neck up and down like this. Dress to kill. And this man, you are only just dressing for him. You are not even dressing for yourself. You are not dressing to look presentable, to at least to be happy when you are out there with your friends. Not when you are with your friends, everybody is like ignoring you. You are dressed to the way you dress. You come out. It's not like your own case is worse. It's not like you are the most poorest person there. But because of how you are managing your life, my husband said that I should go natural like this. My husband said I should not wear skimpy stuff anymore. I'm not saying you should, especially being from this part of the world where we are, I mean Africans, okay? There's a certain way we are expected to dress. When you are so revealing, it becomes, in fact, you know what, guys? The key thing here is moderation. There is limitation to everything. When it becomes too much, then it's too much. Like I was telling you guys, there's a comment Someone reminded Davu Jr. that this is your pattern, this is who you are. Okay? This is it's all about content. Like I said, from Stella Muyinva to Mickey Mickey to Casta and this girl and someone who will still come up, because guess what? He's already giving it to this girl. He's already giving it. How is Casta doing? Guys, last month it was crazy here. That is why our channel is still under the weather. Last month it was crazy. How can these guys be this wicked? How can these guys stop this girl from receiving treatment? From doing all that to going quiet. Like, as if nothing happened. Where is Casta? Where? We want to know. Where is our Casta? You guys cannot do this. How is Casta doing? Simple. Oh, guys, I reached out to Casta's mom. She's responding to treatment. Thank you all for your prayers. Casta is recovering well. Oh, Casta sends her greetings. Oh, cancer, something like that. I'm even saying cancer. Then somebody said, I can't say I believe anything in regards to Davi and women. This is not from me. I'm reading that. I'm sorry, let me put it up there. I can't say I believe anything in regards to Davi and women. He used to say Casta is his girlfriend. Since Casta got sick, he found baby P. Now he's saying this minute, I'm not ready. And next minute, meet my love. Hey! Even D and Congress mom know Davi is not serious. D herself, is she serious? With this kind of story. I mean, you are talking to your audience about this your so-called imaginary boyfriend. This your so-called boyfriend that is killing your dream, stopping you from buying Lamborghini. Like, seriously, you think your audience, your people that follow you religiously, they don't know the tingo. They cannot read in between the lines and know that you are simply lying. Okay? There's no, being a travel commando that she is, okay, definitely, if you are a guy getting close to her, you should expect that, okay, this girl is independent to some certain level, okay? You're not gonna expect her to behave like a village. She's a village girl, but you're not gonna expect her to be so, or you want to dominate, you want to dictate. She has been to 70 countries. I'm telling you, you understand? So you can see where she put herself already. If you are a guy coming, you can see even sliding to her DM, she will try to act like, I didn't see this message. Meanwhile, she read your message, but she wants to act like, okay, why should I reply to you? Okay, man, so freaking what? You are this, you are that. Oh, I am this, I'm that. Put yourself anywhere you want to put yourself. She's still going to put herself up. That's why she told Davu Jr., I dress like this because when you meet me, you should know that you met D. You understand? She feels like she's slaying, like she's something. Well, she's something. Everybody's something. But when you brag too much, we will come here and remind you that you are nothing. Vanity upon vanity. So, these guys, they know them. They know that most of all, will I say 80%, let me not say 100%, it will look like it's coming from a bitter place. 80% of the stuff they throw to their audience, they make it up. It's like scripted. Okay, let's present it this way so that, of course, when we clickbait, it will really work. It will really sell. At the end of the day, it's all about our money. Smiling to the bank. 80% of the stuff they do here, you believe them at your own risk. Davi is like that. Madam D is like that. Kenge also is like that. We are tired. Now, Kenge is saying my last moment, my last day, while they are still there. Let me just hope that this is another way of building up so that the algorithm will be getting ready, okay? So that algorithm will be picking up a little bit before they finally leave Argentina. Guys, let's move to Wedemaya. My tired is tired. Under the circumstances, Mandela did what he can. Under the circumstances, Mandela did what he can because this could have ended up in civil war. Exactly. The bottom was passed on to take the struggle to the next level. Don't blame Mandela. I believe in comments like this because it's very easy to pick on what this person supposed to do and this person did not do it? What about the ones he did? What about the years, number of years? How many years? 20 years? You guys have even forgotten. You know, when they say once someone is gone, people will move on like nothing happened. This is what I'm seeing here. Otherwise, nobody would believe that someone who is like Wodemaya will use his platform. Guys, I know before you know it, this video may reach 1 million views or even 2 million views. But for the fact that someone like Wodemaya did this kind of negative video, I'm pissed off. Big time. See, I'm too old to come here and pretend. I am pissed off with Wodemaya. To let this guy, okay, this guy, you are still alive. Okay, look at this guy that granted Wodemaya interview. It's not most of this stuff. Him claiming that Mandela disappointed them. Oh, look at Orania, Black Holy Nation. These are the stuff that they threw at Mandela, and he succumbed. He accepted to all this nonsense. Okay, he agreed to all this nonsense. Now, this guy is still here. What is he doing? I expected him not going on and on. Go to Soweto, see how our black people are struggling. We have mineral resources. We have gold. They take our gold to Yankee. They bring it back. It becomes very expensive. See, it's similar to where I come from. We have oil. Do we have refineries? No. Am I going to go and blame our four leaders? Am I going to come here and start blaming some of our leaders? Oh, this person is actually... No, I'm going to blame the noun, if I must. Though I don't do politics. I believe in noun. And I believe in, okay, learning from our mistakes. This other regime, or in the past, our foreparents, these are the mistakes they made. We are correcting it. Because the moment we don't do that, we will never change. You're sitting down. You are enjoying yourself. Because if you look at this guy that Wodemaya interviewed, okay, I know, I don't want to even call his name. I don't even know his name. But I know he's an icon as well. He's a legend. For Wodemaya to meet up with someone like this, I think he's a very popular person in South Africa. But I don't know him for real. It's not even like I'm avoiding calling his name. I don't know him. But if you look at him, the way he is, you can see that, okay, what he's supposed to be telling Wodemaya is, okay, the challenges we got during the time of apartheid, during the time of Mandela, during the stuff that he agreed to, we are now trying to make it this way, make it that way. We are now working on it. Okay, these are the changes we want. I mean, let me say that Mandela did not try 100% for his people. Maybe he did 70. To some of you guys, you believe that he did more than enough. To me, I believe that, okay, let me say that he's not a perfect human being. Let me say that there are stuff out of choice, or he got no other way out. He agreed to it, okay? Let me just put it like that. Like what some of them are saying, oh, how did he agree to let the Muzungus have their own nation and all that? Mind you, he was arrested. He was brought to book. He didn't just go to prison. He was found guilty. That's why they imprisoned him. Now, imagine you are in prison, okay? And they are throwing these things at you, judge you for doing this, judge you for using or trying to bring war to the whole nation. How easy is that? To come and be giving your oppressor, or the guys that you can see that they are in power, you can see that they are the one ruling. How then do you single-handedly, you think you can win them? These guys are not feasible when they are saying stuff like this. Let's continue with the comments, because I mean, I saw so many negative comments. Of course, those people, the keyboard warriors, I can tell you that those ones are the worst. Those people that will only complain and complain and don't bring solution. Me, I will agree with you. Okay, with the okay, let me even say me. Let me even say that Mandela did not try for their people. What are they doing now? Look at Julius Malema, that is even coming out to stand up. I'm not gonna say that he's going against the Muzungus or fighting the Muzungus in their country. Guys, there's another thing that these guys don't know. If you look at the whole geography of Africa, okay, South Africa is a rainbow nation. You cannot compare South Africa to Nigeria, for example. Now, you can never compare South Africa government to Nigerian government, because Nigerian government is 100% black nation, 100%. Like, if you are a Muzungu there, you are there either by marriage or by birth. Maybe your parents married a Muzungu, or you married a Muzungu, offspring, like colored stuff. But there's nothing like, okay, we have this percentage of it. Just like in Kenya also. Kenya is not 100% black nation. So when you see stuff like this, it's not going to be easy to just as a black person sit down and feel like, oh, these people, they disappointed us so much.
Winnie was to continue her romantic liaisons despite the fact that her husband was now home. It devastated Mandela.
It hurt him enormously, as he said. And yet he wanted to cauterize that wound as soon as possible. I mean, he didn't want people to see it. And it was an incredibly painful time for him.
He finally relented to pressure from ANC colleagues and in 1992 announced that he and Winnie were separating.
My love for her remains undiminished. However, in view of the tensions that have arisen owing to differences between ourselves in a number of issues in recent months, we have mutually agreed that a separation would be best for each one of us.
But she made a life for herself, and it was difficult for both of them to reconcile.
Please don't disgrace the name of Mandela. Each person needs to make a contribution to empowering Africans. Exactly what I'm saying. What are you doing in that your small corner? You feel like Mandela. Me, the moment I saw Wedemaya, I said, Wedemaya must shambook you. The moment I saw him nodding his head, he asked this guy a question. Wedemaya is a very great interviewer. He asked, the guy was going on what happened, the struggle, their mineral resources, how the Muzungus, they are on top, which we have said here. Okay, guys, I lived in South Africa. I went, I saw, and I conquered. My elder brother, I think there was a time I let him appear here on our... I wish I could sit down with him and let him share his experience. That was like before apartheid. That was like 1990. I think apartheid was 1992. Guys, I'm not very good with history. Pardon me. Correct me nicely. Don't insult me. Don't tell me, Cocomama, keep quiet. You don't know anything. I don't know, but I know people that know. At least my big brother, my parents' first child, witnessed it. You heard him. I don't know if I'm gonna put the clip here so that you will hear him. He said he went through cargo plane to Kenya, got arrested in Namibia, finally made it to South Africa. When he got to South Africa, being a Nigerian, he was very young that time. Okay, I think he was like, I remember that time I was in high school and we couldn't hear from my brother. That time there was no telephone. Okay, there's no way you will say, let me call. My parents were worried about him until he brought a letter. Someone, I think he sent a letter here to my parents. And there's a book he put, and that letter he sent to my parents, okay, he puts a very small tiny note. And at the back of that tiny note, he opened it up and put some money there. I think 400 USD. He put 200 on the back, put 200 on the side, sealed it nicely, put it together and sent it to my parents. Oh my goodness. When that letter came, because we were thinking that we've lost our brother. So according to my brother, when he got to South Africa, there were this thing that they were using, pass. Okay, before you go to certain suburb, as a Taki person, you need this pass. You need to show when you are going in, when you are coming in. In fact, you more like you are saying that I'm coming here, either to Shogol, either to work for the Muzungus for how many hours, or you are coming to meet up with someone and you are leaving. Like Taki people, they got their own space. Is this common in every other part of Africa? Yes, we all went through this. Now, how can we sit down and all we're saying is that Mandela disappointed his people? Mandela disappointed. Mandela shouldn't have. Oh, he sold his people out. He shouldn't have. He didn't do enough. He didn't do anything. Why did he not fight these people? Why did he even agree that there must be Muzungu only nation? And it's still happening today. Oh, this one. Why are you not working on it now to put a stop to it? Now that he allowed it and you are not happy, do something about it. You understand? Have you seen how these guys can just be sitting down and doing nothing? So, I know a little about what the struggles and what, but guess what, guys? After much said and done, how is South Africa now? Even to fellow Africans? No. It's still the same. Imagine in your own country, you don't have freedom. Your land, your resources, everything is caged like this. Certain people, the rich even become richer. The poor is getting poorer. And all you can do is to fight your own kind. Isn't it crazy? Your problem becomes another nation or your own kind, the African nations. You fight them. Oh, some even claim. Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I know someone that put it on my face. Someone that spitted on my face and told me that she's not an African. She's South African. She can never be African. I said, okay, where is South Africa? I don't know what you are talking about, Modesta. I don't know, but what I want to tell you now is that I am South African. I can never be African. Look, do you see how... do you even understand? How can I even associate myself with Africa, with what is going on in Africa? Do you see how filthy? Do you see the streets? Do you see... No. We have worked hard. We have come a long way. We have suffered enough for me to bring myself back, Modesta. For me to go slow, for me to go below and identify myself as an African. You see this continent? We are standing by ourselves. Then you come back again, you see that, okay, you are claiming this stuff, but the struggle is still the same. Basically, still the same. Don't blame this guy. Don't destroy his name. Mandela disgraced his own name. We are just pointing it out. How? Pointing what out? Okay, you pointed it out. Mandela sold his people. Mandela disgraced his people. Mandela sold his people. Mandela agreed to this, did not agree to that. Name it. What are you doing to resolve that issue? Yes, but Mandela was given a part to play to keep BP from fighting and resisting war. They released him to pacify BP, to keep BP focused on his... You see, this is more of politics, okay? I don't like politics, guys. But the only thing and why I'm reacting to this, and let me stay on it, is, Wedemaya, when you see stuff like this, because you know the struggle in Africa, you understand. So, you know you are trying to change the narrative. You cannot change the narrative by being negative. Because most people that support you, most people that relate with you, they do because of how you have consistently proven to the whole world that Africa is not what people think Africa is. Africa is not that bad. Africa, we don't sleep under the tree. We don't sleep with lions. We don't sleep with tigers. We don't go naked. We are not dying of diseases, HIV and all that. You have proven that. But now I'm going back. Guys, people are also fighting him because I saw some comments. I'm going to read it out. People are fighting him as well. More like view shaming him. This is it, you understand? It is what it is. Okay, now, look at this comment. I don't feel like being grateful to Mandela is an insult for South Africa. Greedy is the one that keeps us back. You have to appreciate at least little effort. Let me say, almost like the person did not do anything. You have to appreciate the fact that that person did something. You have to also understand that it's not easy to be in prison. Not for something personal, but for fighting for your people. Allah bless this man. Thank you for telling the truth. Africa loves you, sir. Great documentary. Of course, some people will agree to this nonsense. Why are you making a video putting down an African leader? Why choose SA but never other African countries? Of course, he chose SA because SA is a rainbow nation. SA stood out more compared to other African countries. Actually, it is what it is. Okay, our struggle, the situation of things going on there happened not because of other races. Okay, it happened. It's our own people. If Nigeria is what Nigeria is now, it didn't happen because of a Muzungu or because of some Muzungus that settled down in Nigeria. No, it happened because of our own people. And we've seen that we actually need to examine ourselves as Daki people. All this blaming will not take us anywhere. So how can Wedemaya do this in Ghana? When you look at it, okay, what we suffer actually in other African countries is tribalism, not really racism. Actually, what we suffer in Africa, in other African countries mainly, is tribalism, is nepotism. Tribalism, this particular tribe feels like they are superior, they are always in favor, okay? When it comes to election, they will likely, they have more population, they have more influence to win from other minority. And nepotism, for the fact that your relative is the one in power, whether you have experience or not, he's going to freaking give you a position just to put you there so that you will cover his path. That's what we are struggling.
There were moments of joy, but of course there were painful moments.
There were moments of joy, and joy for fighting for your people. Joy that, okay, I am not here because of my personal gain. This is a joyful thing to stand up, okay? Okay, they captured him, they imprisoned him, judged him. He became even more popular, okay? He knows that people out there are praying for him. People want to know the whole country. I mean, the whole African countries actually came out because of Mandela to support South Africa. During that time of apartheid, I remember that even while I was in school, we were asked to pay some levy, okay, to support South Africa. So it's a moment of joy for him. Do you know that someone commented on this and was like, how can he say that it's a joyful moment to be in prison? Some people, they don't reason well.
Because the apartheid regime was... During apartheid time, the conditions here were very horrible. How horrible? Horrible in such a way that in the 60s, the Mandelas and all other prisoners who were here, they were physically beaten by the warders here. There were two vicious plain hands brothers who once beaten a comrade in the quarry there. And what they did, they dug a hole for that comrade and put that comrade in that hole up until to the neck level. After they've done that, they urinated in his face. Both brothers, they urinated in another man's face. So that forced the prisoners to enter into a hunger strike.
It's very touching to hear this kind of story, what the prisoners gone through. It's a very sad story, the way this guy is narrating everything. And yet, people are coming to push Mandela down, to destroy his legacy. He might have been gone.
Because I know that we've been sold. Who sold? They know those who sold.
We have been sold. We are also selling ourselves till today. It's something that is still happening. We are selling ourselves individually. Look at Kenge in Yabohanze. Is he not selling his people? You work for him, he will not want to pay you. He wants to subject you to hard labor. He wants to use you for his own gain. You're working. Rather than paying you, he will tell you that he's going to open a YouTube channel for you. You will start cashing out. Mayoguno did the same thing to people. We are still doing the same. Modern day slavery is still happening. I'm not gonna take anything from anybody, anything negative at all, against Mandela. Guys, the way this guy that Wodemaya interviewed narrated the story, how another guy was tied there, they dug a hole and put him inside, urinated on his face. The whole prisoners went on hunger strike. This is what Mandela went through, not for his own gain, not for his own freedom, for the freedom of his people. Now that we are post-apartheid, what is going on? The fight is still on. This tribe will be fighting that tribe. Oh, the blacks will be fighting the blacks.
We're not free.
Exactly.
If you say we're free
Yes.
from Ghana, yes. Compare Ghana and South Africa now. Go to the term sheet and see what is happening.
Haba.
If you want to see the natureness of suffering of our people, go to the term sheet.
Let Wodemaya take you to Ghana also to see the natureness of suffering in Ghana. Let Wodemaya take you to other Africa. Wodemaya also supposed to be opening up to this guy. I don't know. Let me say that this is his own style of interviewing people. He wouldn't want to convince you. He let you give out your opinion. He let you speak. But nodding your head or keeping quiet sometimes is as if, because while you are throwing question at that person, you should also be educating that person. At least in Ghana, are you going to say that people are not struggling? We don't have their challenges there. Come on. We're talking about a rainbow nation here. We are talking about a nation that, whether you want to believe it or not, the aftermath of what they went through is still lingering. I know it's still on. It might look like, okay, 100% the country is ruled by Daki people, but believe me, forget about the leaders. What about other private firms? What about the economy itself? Who is the majority here? Who is more comfortable? The Daki or the Musungus? I need you guys to be giving me answers. Like me, I don't like politics. The only thing I'm here for is for the fact that this content, I was thinking that Wodemaya was clickbaiting it. No, it was not a clickbait. For the fact that did Nelson Mandela betray South Africans? The answer is there. This guy said it, boom. This guy put it out, boom, boom, boom. That Mandela disappointed, betrayed his people. And so many comments like that. I don't think this guy deserves this kind of documentary, even though he's gone. His legacy, what this guy did, not just for South Africa, for the whole nations in Africa.
Go to the townships
Mm-hmm.
and go around to South Africa and tell me how many squatters of white people in South Africa. Squatter camps, how many are they? How many berges, you know a berge? A hobo. How many white hobos you will find in South Africa? Go the entire country. It's a fraction. The majority is the black people.
Of course, before we call it a day, let's listen to Gintu giving a hint that he was arrested, but of course not giving the full details of who sold him out, how everything happened. I know everything is not for public, but this is what he could have done as soon as he came out. Because other reactors, reacted that, okay, Gintu is out. Some even raised money for him, which I'm not aware of. But I saw another reactor claiming that Gintu needs 1,000 USD, which some of you claim that that is not a lot. To me, it's a lot of money. What is his offense exactly? Anyway, we're happy that he is out. Let's listen to him before we call it a day.
Let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
A day before, talk about the day I slept and the day I was released. It was the day for Gintu to give out the vulnerables, the clothing, the sanitary. And I never had the sanitary needs. I made a video.
Okay.
And when I made that video, I was converting. Then I was arrested before I could post it.
Okay.
So when I was arrested, then I was released. Then I had to post that video. Much of the people were asking about Gintu. We needed to have what has to take over and how it happened.
Yeah.
And that video was talking about how we will help much of the people to have. So that kind of the video will come in a way that, hey,
Anyways, Guys, the good thing is that he's confirming that he was arrested. Because keeping quiet to me, I'm like, hey, dude, are you sure arrest happened at all? Once beaten, twice shy. In the past, Double Junior and of course the rest of the Kenges, they have claimed arrest and everything. That's why these guys, they are taking us for a ride, honestly speaking. So that's why when stuff like this happens, and even if you don't go in detail, just say, okay, guys, it is what it is. I don't think you announcing, being a public person, you announcing that you were arrested and released, you have done anything that the court will use against you. You are just simply saying, guys, I am out. I was arrested. They arrested me. Just like what he's trying to explain here now. That is the thing. It's always good to come clear with these things. Don't give people a chance to start doubting what is going on. Are you really... You understand? Alright guys, let's call it a day. If you watched to this moment, thank you all so much. Do not forget to like this video. Yes. Subscribe to the channel. Let's meet in the comment section and make it as interactive as always. I'll see you all in my another one. Peace out, peace out, peace out. Bye bye. Bye fam.